Hello, I'm Peter Bergman. This is my official YouTube channel. I'll be updating you with the latest news, so please subscribe to my channel.
Welcome back to our channel, fam. It is currently 3 a.m. and we are broadcasting strictly on a frequency of pure, unfiltered panic and caffeine. We usually try to keep things structured, but today is not that day. Grab whatever comfort item you need because we are about to unpack a storyline that has completely shattered our collective sanity. Okay, I literally cannot believe this. Can we please process this mess together? Might delete this later, but I seriously can't stay silent about this anymore. I am sitting here staring at my screen, spiraling through a chaotic feedback loop of transcendent hype and absolute narrative betrayal. Honestly, I am just dumping my unedited psychic damage onto the digital hive mind right now because I need you guys to witness this existential collapse. Listen, we have been surviving the absolute grueling trenches of Genoa City for decades. We have watched legends carry this entire journey on their shoulders while other characters are single-handedly testing our sanity. But what they just dropped on us? A total game changer. Basically, my brain is short-circuiting and I am low-key obsessed, but also fundamentally furious. Wait, why are we like this? Why do we let this show destroy us? Suddenly, the vibe is just redlining, and I am not okay. Look, before we get to the absolute atomic bomb that just detonated, we have to look at the board. Honestly, the tension has been building up to terminal velocity for weeks. We've got Nikki Newman absolutely furious, totally completely done with Victor because he went way too far with that ruthless yacht takeover plot. She is at Society venting to Jack Abbott, who is basically taking every opportunity to manipulate the situation, embellishing Victor's misdeeds just to drive the wedge deeper. Jack is out here offering to be Nick's official sponsor, playing the knight in shining armor, while simultaneously drawing the utterly unhinged, creepy bouquet-sending attention of Patty Williams. And honestly, I thought this was classic Y&R. We are getting the Newman-Abbott rivalry with a side of Patty's chaotic delusions. But listen, they were just distracting us. They were setting us up for the most devastating blindside in daytime television history. And let's not even talk about the Nick situation right now. Basically, Nick is spiraling into a catastrophic fentanyl addiction, lying straight to Victoria's face, buying more drugs just to stay sharp for whatever missing amnesiac Matt Clark mission he's on. Victoria catches him, Adam is interrogating him, and Victor and Nikki are supposed to be setting aside their massive marriage-ending yacht feud on May 21st to stage a massive family intervention. Nikki is demanding 24/7 inpatient rehab. Suddenly, the writers decided that wasn't enough trauma. No, they had to go and rip the very foundation of the Newman family right out from under us. Whoa, I've really gone off chasing butterflies into another dimension with all this backstory. Bringing the signal back, let's stick to the script. We need to focus on the absolute tragedy that just occurred. Unbelievable, guys. What's going on here? Are you ready for the truth? Because I was not. Listen to me very carefully. Victor Newman, the mustache, the impenetrable, iron-willed, ruthless patriarch of Genoa City, just broke down in absolute, uncontrollable tears in front of a doctor. Yes, you heard me. Victor Newman is crying. And why? Because the doctor just delivered the most soul-crushing, earth-shattering, lore-destroying news imaginable. Nikki Newman has 1 month to live. I am literally screaming at my monitor right now. 1 month. How is this happening? How do we go from arguing over a stolen yacht to a literal terminal diagnosis with a 30-day countdown? This is a major flex of emotional terrorism by the writers, and I am low-key obsessed with the drama, but high-key ready to riot in the streets. Honestly, let's just deeply, thoroughly unpack the sheer psychological damage of Victor's reaction. Look, Victor Newman does not cry. He orchestrates hostile takeovers. He locks people in dungeons. He manipulates his children into corporate compliance. He is a monolith of masculine control. So when the doctor pulls him aside, the sterile hospital lights buzzing overhead, and tells him that the love of his life, his eternal anchor, his Nikki, is not going to survive the next month, the absolute destruction in his eyes. Suddenly, the billionaire titan evaporates, and all that is left is a terrified, broken man who cannot buy his way out of this. He cannot hostile take over a terminal illness. Basically, seeing Victor sob, his broad shoulders shaking, the tears streaming down his weathered face, it is a masterclass in acting, but it is absolute torture for us legacy stans. Wait, why are we like this? Why am I crying over a fictional billionaire's grief? Because this is time's Nikki. This is Victor and Nikki. They have survived everything. And now, after decades of an epic, sweeping romance, a doctor just slaps a 30-day expiration date on their love story. Honestly, it feels so deeply unfair, especially right now. Nikki has been so furious with him lately. She has been leaning on Jack, feeling completely disgusted by Victor's recent ruthless tactics. The tragic irony that they have wasted these precious recent weeks fighting over a stupid yacht when Nikki's biological clock was literally winding down to its final grains of sand. It is devastating. The regret Victor must be feeling right now is probably eating him alive. And listen, we have to talk about the collateral damage, because this is going to obliterate the entire Newman family. Think about Nick. Basically, Nick is currently high on fentanyl, completely delusional, trying to gaslight Victoria into thinking he has his addiction under control. Nikki was the one pushing the hardest for his 24/7 inpatient rehab. She was going to be the iron fist that saved his life on May 22nd. Now, how on earth is Nick going to process the news that his mother is dying in 4 weeks? This is either going to be the ultimate wake-up call that forces him to get clean so he can be present for her final days, or it is going to be the absolute catalyst that pushes him into a fatal overdose. Honestly, if Nick loses Nikki while he is lost in a drug-induced haze, he will never forgive himself. Suddenly, the intervention isn't just about saving Nick, it's about giving Nikki peace. Look, I know I said I was furious, but maybe I'm actually in awe? No, wait, I am definitely furious. I am contradicting myself because my brain is just a puddle of chaotic theories right now. But let's look at Jack Abbott. Jack has been sitting there at Society, holding Nikki's hand, offering to sponsor Nick, and secretly admitting to Kyle that he embellished Victor's bad behavior to drive Nikki away from her husband. How is Jack going to feel when he finds out the woman he has been manipulating is dying? The guilt is going to absolutely crush him. He spent Nikki's final healthy days playing petty high school games to spite Victor. Honestly, the juxtaposition of Jack's petty scheming against the monumental, life-ending tragedy of Nikki's diagnosis is just poetic cinema, and I hate how much I love it. Basically, we are entering the darkest, most emotionally exhausting era of The Young and the Restless. A 1-month countdown, 30 days to say goodbye to a legend. 30 days for Victor to desperately search the globe for a miracle cure that we all know he is already funding in secret because Victor Newman does not accept defeat. 30 days for Victoria to hold her shattered family together while her brother battles a lethal addiction and her mother fades away. I literally cannot handle the anticipation. Every single episode from here on out is going to be a ticking time bomb of grief. Might delete this later because I am rambling like a lunatic, but please tell me I'm not the only one losing my mind over this. We need to form a support group immediately. The legacy of Genoa City is shifting, the vibe is irreparably altered, and we are just the collateral damage. I am not okay.
Thank you for watching my video. I will be updating regularly with the latest news, so please remember to subscribe to my channel to support me.